Today, the first day of this show. This is the very first episode. And what this show is about, this is about the parasupernormal. This is about extraterrestrials, aliens. You know, there's new terms for them both. One is like the UAP, I guess it is, unexplained phenomenon. Also, we're talking about myths, legends, historical artifacts. We're talking about the spirit world, of course, that's parasupernormal. We're talking about cryptids and werewolves and whatnot. And all the good stuff that everyone keeps trying to figure out because the world has mysteries that none of us can explain. And so that's what we're here. We're trying to hit the truth of all these things. So what I've got is a couple clips a day. I have a lot of stuff in line for you guys. So hope this show does a little good. As you can tell, I multitask with shows. But anyway, here we go. This is the first episode. We're gonna get down. All right. So what we have here is a video. It's from UFOs underscore NR.1. That's the name of the YouTube channel. And, you know, underscore NR.1 UFOs. UFOs is first. UFOs. Anyway, you can see it right here. So shout out to this person for creating this channel. I hope this person, you know, accepts me showing the videos. And you guys go look for yourselves. But anyway, so here we go. This is a video that was taken in Mexico of a UFO.
Venga, acércalo todo.
No te muevas.
¿Algo acerca más? Entonces, ¿qué es?
¿Va bajando?
Por Dios, santo, que parece un ovni.
So first off, I hate how videos of UFOs are always blurry. And not just UFOs, Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster, all kinds of crap. There's always a blurry video, and you would think that people don't have 4K and all these other cameras. I mean, they do URLs all over the place, and yet we still get crappy videos like this to try to identify what the hell it is.
A ver si sigue grabando.
¿Está moviendo? No lo vi.
¿Es un ovni como sale en la tele, ve?
Acá en la, no, pero acá sí el ovni.
Acá en la cámara. No me muevan. ¿Quién me está agarrando?
I really don't know if you can identify that as a UFO because, I mean, yes, it's tiny, it's in the air, but it could also be, I mean, you have to be a skeptic in a lot of senses with this because people's imagination will go just haywire and all kinds of crap will be happening, you know what I mean? So even you could say it's a dot on a window, maybe they're in the car looking at it from a window, or maybe they're, you know, like some spot they didn't wipe out when they were washing the car. Maybe they don't wash the car and it's just a spot there. Or it's connected to that wire line. It looks like there, but it's not moving because it's like, I don't know, a wire attached to it. And so it's just hanging there, whatever it could be. Whatever, moss or some kind of grass from the lawnmower that flew up there. I mean, you give all kinds of scenarios. I'm just giving up some scenarios. But on the case that it is a UFO, what the hell would you do? I mean, what can you do but do what they're doing right now?
Ya lo vi.
Mira, por Dios, santo, ¿qué es?
Ahorita me lo
Okay,
enseñas.
it looked like it went up. Like it went up to a minute there. Okay, so now they're like slowing it down a bit. Everything is coming down.
¿Seguro está grabando?
Sí, ahí sigue grabando. Porque si aprieta el botón se espera.
Once again, like I said, this blurry crap is messing with my eyes. It's really messing with my eyes. I just don't understand why we can't never get a normal footage of extraterrestrial spacecraft. Okay, so I've seen this one before or something similar to it. This happened in Mexico also. I don't know if it was the same day or same night or whatever the hell, but it's supposed to be like 5 or 6 UFOs all at once.
Te lo juro, ven, para que veas el platillo. Ven.
Todo está grabando.
Ven, Cherito, ven.
Oh, never mind, wrong video. Here's a video. I'll find it after this, where there's a lot of lights and they're moving all around. They're like, oh my God, there's the UFOs. And it doesn't make sense, but anyway.
Me pongo nervioso, no puedo.
¿Cómo no tiene?
Ve, Chelito, ve. ¿Ya viste? Es un platillo, ve. Como si en la tele, ve cómo usan. Dime que no. Es un maldito platillo.
Now it seems like there's a bigger footage right there, like maybe a better shot. Now, we don't know what year this was, but seeing how they're so on damn focus, it has to be back when they had film cameras, you know. And I would say that, you know, that this guy doesn't know how to use a camera. It is not a filter or do the white wall type of thing or whatever, you know, those of y'all that film stuff. But yeah, I mean, I'm not quite sure. I'm not sold on this, but you know, who knows? Maybe you guys are.
Es un platillo, ve. Pues es como un triángulo, ve. ¿Ya viste? Y ya se va, no puede ser.
Just keeps getting lower and
A
lower.
ver, desapareciendo.
Mira. ¿Viste? Venga, a ver si lo...
Okay, so that was the video. So that was the video there. I don't know what you guys think of it. If you believe it, maybe I talked too much through it. But honestly, like, what was we just looking at? It's so blurry and it's so slow, the movement. I don't know if I would say it's an alien spacecraft, but it sure has a weirdness about it. There was somebody that was talking about Mayans and aliens to me one time, and they were saying that there's some kind of connection with the aliens that made the Mayans temple and stuff. And then I tried to explain to them that the Mayan temple was actually hidden for many years through you know, nature covered the whole damn temple up. It's not, you know, something that people know. There's a lot of people, unless you come from down in, you know, in those areas, that, you know, you realize that, oh, they you know, went in and started digging and bang, here's the temple. That's how they found it. I'll actually have a video about that soon too. But yeah, so we're gonna move on to our next video. Okay, so this video here is filmed in Greece, and it's another sighting of a extraterrestrial spaceship. At first I thought this was like a beautiful rich people place. I mean, look at all the trees and the pool, beautiful. Didn't even know what they were trying to show you until they do a little camera trick here. So there it is, speeding across the sky, and it's like super fast. But these are actual photo shots. They're not like video. So what's interesting is we have something that just happened this past month where Congress was having a whole thing about it. It was 3 hours long. I fell asleep through it. A good friend of mine let me know about it, and he's really into this stuff. That gave me the idea for this show. So shout out to him. Don't want to say his name, you know, gotta keep my identity safe. And at the same time, they say that their spacecrafts move faster than anything that we can comprehend or anything that we can create ourselves, any of our crafts. And so, yeah, that video, that's just a small little thing, you know. So with that one right there, it was just a small little little snippet of photos of spacecraft that's obviously flying in the sky. Now, because it's just photos, we can be fooled a little bit by camera tricks, and it could just be like something, you know, some kind of light flying across the sky, or something that was like, you know, compelled from whatever, you know, I don't know. Like I said, you gotta be a little skeptic on some of these things. So moving on to the next video. Okay, so this video here is from a place in China. It's by a mountain in China, a famous mountain. I've seen this video, and I have to say, I don't know what the hell is going on. Now, can I be like some of you guys that would actually say, oh, that is a spaceship. That's a spaceship. Or, you know, some kind of, you know, alien technology in space or our atmosphere. Whatever. I don't know. Because China is very close to Korea. North Korea. And North Korea is known for shooting out missiles. The time period though of this is actually in July of this year. So it's like, wait a minute. So this is 2025. The thing is, it's not doing. I don't know. I was gonna say it's not doing what you would expect the alien spaceship to do, but no one truly knows what alien spaceship knows what to do or how it does things, unless you're a really strong believer in knowing everything about, you know, extraterrestrials and everything to do with their spacecrafts and stuff. But anyway, here's a video. So as you see, this light thing is floating across the sky, and it's going pretty fast. And this guy's filming it. Now the thing about it is, this is broad daylight, and you see this light moving really quick. Now it's going to shoot through this way. It's going to shoot back and forth. And that's the thing that makes it odd. Is it doesn't have a destination. That's what's the trip about this video. It's like, where the hell are you going? Why are you going? So I was like, what's going on? You know? So it's going to go this way, and then now it's going to maneuver, and it's going to go the other way. So there it goes. Now it's going back the other way. So then it's like, okay, so why would it be doing it? If this is an extraterrestrial spaceship, why in the morning time? And why is it going back and forth in this guy's filming range? Not saying he has anything to do with it, but so we're gonna go back now the opposite way. So it tells me there's some kind of mechanics behind it. Someone maybe with a joystick sitting there going like this, being able to operate it. Not saying it's a tiny structure, it could be a big one, or a nuke of some kind. It's being operated, like I said, through North Korea. Some kind of missile you can control, something, but it's very odd, you know, really odd, and it just keeps going back the opposite way. So the thing would be, if this is aliens and they're having fun in the spaceship, I mean, usually you would think they would go to some kind of destination, get things done and over with, but when you look at this, they're just cruising back and forth. Maybe that's what they do for fun in spaceships in broad daylight in China. There's like flying back and forth in China. But the thing that makes me doubt this video is you can hear it afterburner. You can hear it going. Look at that. It's zigzagging like that. You know, it's kind of like what you see planes do, sky shows and stuff. They leave smoke behind. But yeah, you can hear it after, you know, the afterburner effect sound. So I'm really leaning towards a missile of some kind that's being operated or controlled by some kind of remote console or something. So that's my opinion. So tell me what you think. So far we've seen multiple videos of supposed flying crafts that are or could be extraterrestrial crafts or UFOs or UAPs or whatever the hell they're called nowadays. And I have to say, I'm not sure about the last one. I just honestly, God, think it's a missile of some kind. We don't know. But if you think you know, and you can prove me wrong. Comments, there's comments. I like to hear comments about anybody's belief in this type of stuff, anybody's experience, or anybody's opinion on how they feel about this type of stuff. It's good, I'll talk about it, you know, or try to find a way to bring you up to talk about it, to get more technology myself. But anyway, let's move on to another video. Okay, what we got here is something happening in Glendale, California, and as you can see, there's these clouds and stuff. It's a sunny day. Hell, it's California, and we're just gonna watch it and explain. This guy's gonna explain himself what's going down.
Finish your lunch, you know. What do you guys see in that cloud? Sure looks like a UFO to me. seen a clown like that before. Well, as long as it doesn't move and disappear all of a sudden, I guess we're okay.
I have to say, this guy is he's like, it is guys that sound just like him too in the world, you know what I mean? He's like, well, what do you think of that clown? Seems very suspicious to me. It's like, how can you be this, like, I don't know, serious and suspicious all at once? It's just crazy to me. It's funny though, but anyway.
Until you finish your lunch.
So yeah, that was the clip. I thought there might be a little more, but still, it's like, come on now. I don't know what to think. Anyway, moving on. I mean, I really don't know what to think of that clip. I can say maybe there isn't a spaceship in the cloud or something in that mountain or something. Maybe there ain't no mountain there. I don't know. And then I've never been to Glendale, California. Been over in Anaheim. Who hasn't? Been to Fresno. But no, yeah, I have to say it's a little crazy. It's a little odd to see something in the shape of a spaceship just hovering there in the middle of the cloud. But we got even more, so let's check out a few more. Like I said, tell me what you think later on. Okay, so what's happening right now is this is a video of the moon, the surface of the moon, and we're going to see what they saw, what they believe they saw, what might look real to us. And of course I'm not going to know what the hell we saw. Maybe some of y'all can tell me what it's supposed to be. So let's get into it. Okay. Stop it, whatever. And hell, I have to say it's something. It's not nothing. Okay, so I have to say I think it's some kind of robot. Maybe, some kind of extraterrestrial robot that's there, and the little thing around it is like, I don't know, kind of like how Booster Gold has that little buddy he flies around with, or flies around on the robot thing. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm gonna say it's some kind of extraterrestrial technology with, robot, enhancement probably. I don't know. I don't think we have anything of that, quality right now, but who knows? We got guys that's willing to buy female robots that can give birth and clean your dishes. So it's stupid to say that, but it's the truth. So I have no idea what that could be, but it is an interesting video, and it's on the moon, so I can't discredit that one at all. I have no idea what the hell that is, and so I would assume to believe it's some kind of extraterrestrial technology. Okay, moving on to our next video here. This video was taken September, this past month, 28th in 2025. Let's see.
Ej, zobaczcie, co tu tam na niebie jest? Tam, co to na niebie jest?
That was I'm laughing because that kid's hair looks funny as hell. I have no idea. I know they got nothing to do with the aliens, but come on. It's kind of funny when there's a coolest kid just wanders in or something. You're like, what the hell? It really sucks though if you got kids or you're watching someone's kid and they wander in the hell when you're trying to do something. You're like, what the hell are you doing? You know, some people just like childs like that. They're grown people that do that. Just walking like, what do you want? Get out of here, you know. But anyway, let's watch it again. I don't know what the hell. I mean, there's some lights, but I wasn't really, when the kid popped up, I'm tripping on his hair. But how do you get your hair? I don't know. Anyway, so this light right here is the one that stays the most, and this one's fading out.
Ej, zobaczcie, co tu tam na niebie
Faint.
jest?
One thing I can say is not a blurry camera thing going on there. So we can kind of still see it right here. God dang it.
Tam, co to na niebie jest?
Anyway, let's see where we go back. So you can kind of, God dang it. Never mind. Never mind. Next video. Okay. My assessment of that video is that kid needs a haircut. That's the best I can tell you. Kid needs a haircut. I don't know what the hell those lights are. I mean, it could be like afternoon time. It doesn't tell you what time the video was taken, but it was taken this year. One light is huge, another one is kind of lit, kind of fading. Because there's so much clouds, it might be in a foggy area. It could be something totally different, like a lighthouse or something of that nature, but still, it's not that dark, but it's foggy looking. So kind of could be that type of scenario. You know, I'm not trying to discredit some of these videos. I mean, a lifetime of seeing some of these videos, you have to be like, what the hell is that? And, you know, think logically. And being a believer in God makes you go, You know, it's like that song back in the day, things that make you go, you know. So I'm like, I don't know. Okay. Anyway, next video. Okay, so this video is filmed in Mexico. So all it says, Mexico. So let's see what's going on. As you can tell, there's these 3 orbs in the sky. And you can't say it's attached to that structure, but it doesn't look like it is. When they move like this, they remind me of some old stuff. Like that Phantasm horror movie. But yeah, that's it right there. I don't know what them 3 orbs would be. Maybe scouting drones or something, observing things. But then again, it looks so close to, you know, the ground level that you have to be like, how can no one, no government not see these things? But once again, it's in Mexico. So maybe Mexico's lenient and has connection with aliens. So yeah, that video is confusing in a way, and I would say that they're very close to, you know, streets level and stuff. And so, like I said just a minute ago, that maybe they know or are aware more than Americans of these creatures and these spaceships. I have no idea any other way to say it. But yeah, one more video, and I'm out. We out. We're gonna see what this next one is. Okay. So this video here is from Sochi, Ross Island, if I'm not mistaken, and it happened this year. So here we go. See, it's at the bottom here. There's this tiny light. I don't know, a whole bunch of crap flying by it. Those must have been birds. What's so odd is some of these videos is broad daylight. So it's like, what is going on here? What is this really doing? Looks like it's doing some maneuvering like the craft in China. But I would have to say this is a blurry image. And so it could be a firefly for all we know. You know, and I'm not talking about freaking Firefly like in Serenity or, you know, Malcolm Reynolds, or, you know what I'm talking about, River and all that stuff. The freaking Joss Whedon show that was cool, and they canceled it for no reason and made a movie that was better, and then they just got rid of it altogether. Crap, it's all crappy, man. But anyway, yeah, I don't know what the hell this is. Hope there's a closer view. That's like two orbs, it looks like. Kind of just moving about. Now, there is hoax videos where someone could probably be holding some kind of, rod with these things lit up and just, because all you see is the sky. You don't see anything in the bottom. So someone could be at the end of the camera or whatever like this. I doubt it, but who knows? You never know. But yeah, it's worth to think about how so many of these videos are daytime now. Does that mean that the extraterrestrials decided that they want to be revealed? They want to see and let people know they're around now? Or does that mean they got connections to where they can say, hey, we're going to be out during the day now? People pretty much will fall for anything, or they'll accept us. Whatever the situation is, we don't know. But if you know, leave a comment and let me know. Okay? Because, hell, I'm curious. And then you might stir the bejesus out of me. That's what I can say. So what we have here is failure to identify any of these creatures, or should I say technology, that's in the sky. None of it's a good, clear video shot. We have no good idea what the hell was in that cloud. What the guy's like, oh, it looks like a cloud. That looks mighty suspicious. We have no idea what the hell he was looking at. We don't know. Some of them are blurry. Some of them just looks like lights. One of them totally looks like it was some kind of controlled craft. If not like a rocket, then it has to be maybe a plane that they can move around in, because you got those planes that leave trails of smoke. They got those shows, airplane shows and stuff. But yeah, that's where we're at today. We looked at some of these, and tomorrow there'll be something else, but it won't be this for a while. But yeah, we're gonna dive deeper into people who've been encountered by aliens, abducted, if you will. We're gonna get into people who say they were an alien that got reincarnated in a human body. We're gonna get to talking about underground societies and what's going on in there. We're going to talk about ancient societies that have been hidden the whole time in plain sight and nobody knew about it because of certain things. We're going to be talking about lots of many things, and all I'm asking for you is to like, subscribe, and stay with me, man, because I want to do this, and I can dig it. I used to watch the X-Files all the time. So let's talk about it, y'all. Let's talk about the secrets the world has been hidden from because of pretty much the powers that be themselves doesn't want us to know about. There's literally tons of land, tons of lands in all kinds of states, and we live in just small regions where there's not a lot of open land, but there's tons of it. Mexico is this one line, and the rest of it's all open land. Same thing with Virginia, not Virginia, Atlanta. Certain areas that everyone clusters in, but the rest of it's all open land. Look at Russia. Russia's got small area of people surviving. The rest of it's open land. So because there's so much open land out there, we don't know what's out there. Aliens might be landing in there to meet people from underground, or there might be some mythological creature that's been alive the whole time, hiding in plain sight in these open areas all through the world. When they say the world is overpopulated, they're not talking about the world literally. They're talking about man's world, which means every city, town, village, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, what have you, kingdom. Yeah, those places are overpopulated. But if you left them, there's tons of forests, there's tons of deserts, there's tons of anywhere else you can hang. But there's no Homestead Act. That's what we got in America to build somewhere. In other countries, who knows what the rules are. But that's what we have going on. So believe me when I say there's mysteries, secrets, and probably hidden treasures out there that none of us know about. that we could probably find if we weren't lazy and stuck at a 9-to-5 job. Other than that, peace be with you guys. You know, always believe, always try to search for the truth. And you have been watching Hitting the Truth. And we're going to hit it sooner or later. We're going to hit it rock bottom. Boom. Okay. So, peace. Until next time. Later. I don't know why I keep going looking at myself. But anyway, peace out.